The U.S. saw the lowest number of unemployment claims filed last week since the start of the pandemic. 881,000 people filed for unemployment last week, a sharp drop from 1 million claims the week prior. Colorado also saw its lowest number of unemployment claims since March last week. 5,800 filed. That number does not include pandemic unemployment assistance claims. The State Department of Labor says there was an issue with the data, so those numbers are going to be released next week.